Well, good morning, everyone. It's Thursday, and what a beautiful day. The sun is shining. It's still cool out, but I know the sun is warm because Candy, my cat, wanted to go outside, and she was laying and rolling around on the cement. But today we're going to make something that I've been saying we'd make, and that is Wipazolka Wojapi. Wipazolka Wojapi in my language of Dakota means Saskatoon pudding. So I told you that my grandmother would pick the berries in the summertime. We all did. It was a family event. We all went. No one was left behind, even the little children. We all went and made a picnic of it. And then she'd dry the berries, and in the wintertime, we'd cook them. And just around this time, she would be cooking a lot of the berries that she dried, because upcoming would be some feasts, and also she wanted to use this and prepare for the next harvest. I didn't dry my berries, but I have frozen berries in the freezer. So hold on and I'll get those. I picked these last year, and I still have I only have about 2 bags left, but I do have to start using them. I can make Saskatoon pies. But I'm making the pudding. Today I'm going to make the pudding. So I'm going to take, and when you freeze your berries, look at how nice they are. They just kind of all, like it's not frozen in one big clump. And these have been cleaned and washed. And when I do wash them, I lay them out a bit and let them dry, and then I freeze them. So I'm going to put 3 cups of Saskatoons in here. Oh, and you know me, I always do heaping. And I'm going to turn the burner on to a kind of a high heat, okay? And I'm going to cover the berries with water. Okay, so you put your water in there. And then the next thing you do is you put some sugar in there. And I'm going to put 1/2 cup of sugar. There's 1/2 cup of sugar, and I'll put that in. Just like that. And you know, sometimes you can put a little shake of salt in your cooking, even your pudding, because salt sort of enhances the flavor. Just a pinch like that, not lots. You put that in there. And then the next thing I'm going to put is the butter. Now it calls for 3 tablespoons of butter. That's what I'm putting. But when my grandmother made this, she used lard, and it was her own rendered lard. And sometimes if she was lucky, she'd have a pound of bought lard, and she'd use that. I don't know if they sold them in pounds. I think they sold them big cans, that lard. Yes. And she'd scoop them out like that. But I'm using butter, and it calls for 3 tablespoons. So I've sort of cut these up, and I think that's about 3 tablespoons. But you know what? I'll taste it after, and if I feel that it needs more butter, I will put more butter in it. Good. So let me get this boiling, and I'll be back. Okay, do you see that just a boiling away? My Wipazolka Wojapi. That's what it's called. Now in here, I'm going to put, in this jar here, I'm going to put a good heaping tablespoon of flour into this jar. And I'm also going to put kind of heaping spoonful of cornstarch. So I have cornstarch in there and flour. You know, I used to have one of those shakers where you shook your flour business, but I moved and I have not found it yet. Mix up really good, and see, I just put cold water in there. And then I'm going to turn this heat down and let it just come to a simmer. So my stove is 10 is the highest, and the lowest is 1. Well, I'm putting this on about a number 2. And then I'm going to start mixing this in. Okay, now I'm going to turn it up to about a number 4 and let it start bubbling. Now this is an important thing. You have to let your pudding cook, because you need to, if you don't, it's going to have a flour taste to it. But you have to let it cook. So there, now it's breaking the surface of bubbles. If you can see, bubble, bubble. That's what we want to see. I'm going to turn this down, and I'm going to time it. And when I come back, I'll tell you how long I cooked it. Okay, it has been cooking for exactly 6 minutes, and it's done. And I'm turning the stove off. Okay, let's taste this. I'm going to put some pudding in here. And you know, when I was a child growing up with my grandparents, we ate this. It was not like a pudding. We ate it as a meal. And we ate it with fry bread. I don't have any fry bread here. I wish I did, because we dunk our fry bread into it. It is so delicious. Saskatoons. I know they grow around here, Manitoba here, a little bit in Alberta, but a beautiful berry. Have a beautiful day.